muli just for emphasis, ang osteoporosis po ba, mas leaning siya towards men, women, post-menopause? Mas marami po bang mga kababaihan ang naka-experience ng osteoporosis o merong mga fair share of kalalakihan din?
So pareho, lalaki, babae, but with women, earlier siya. Kasi nagme-menopause tayo, nawawalan tayo ng estrogen sa katawan. Pero equally, men and women, we have to screen them also both for osteoporosis.
Pag men usually, at what age po nilang nakukuha ito?
70 years old,
70 pataas.
doon tayo rigorous screening.
Sa
Oo.
babae yung medyo maaga, no?
So, important pa rin ang milk.
Yes.
Especially in adults.
Yes.
Oo.
So, di ba merong milk for adults na, di ba?
Yes.
So, okay pa yun kesa sa intake. Calcium, you say calcium intake.
Pareho
tablet.
lang.
Oo.
So, you were mentioning, Maan, kanina, vitamin D. They go together. Vitamin D and calcium. You have to have enough vitamin D in the body
So-
so that your calcium gets to be absorbed by your gut.
So, your primary source of calcium is milk?
One of them.
One of them.
One
Okay.
of them.
Ano po ang mga primary sources of calcium?
Baka may food pang.
May
Akala
mga
natin
food
milk
pa.
lang yun.
Oo.
Pwede naman for those who are not able to tolerate milk, lactose intolerant.
Yes. Oo.
You have also green leafy vegetables, soya. Kung may non-dairy alternative ng ng milk, that could be also good. Yogurt could also be
Yogurt, yes.
a good source. Yung mga additional calcium tablets would also be very good. May mga higher calcium na milk would also be very, very good.
Ito po kasi connected din sa question ni Nathan. Doc, totoo po ba na merong specific type na gatas para sa mga matatanda?
Okay. So, you would notice kapag nagdi-prescribe yung doctor, yung gatas, may mga iba't ibang brands. So, to check natin yung mga nutritional facts sa likod. Naka-breakdown doon kung ilan yung calcium, ilan yung minerals na nandun. Usually, for patients who are prone to osteoporosis or at a certain age, calcium na 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams a day. So, that could be in the form of food, that could be in the form of milk, it could be in the form of
Tablet.
supplements.
Yes. O kasi yung mga over-the-counter na, OTC supplements na pwede mo mabili, okay lang yon na kahit hindi na reseta ng doktor.
Okay lang, but kung you are at risk talaga, maganda na makapagpakonsulta sa doctor. So proper proper determination of what level of calcium you have. If ikaw ba ay isang pasyente na who would benefit from extra calcium, kasi may mga pasyente na kung may problema ka sa parathyroid, may mga issue ka sa calcium na sobra-sobra naman yung calcium sa dugo. So kung ikaw ay at risk, magandang pakonsulta pa rin sa doktor.
So, Doc, ito po ba, kasi baka connected ito sa question ni Jill. Doc, ano po ang marerekomenda ninyo early 20s or 30s na lagi nagrereklamo na masakit ang kanilang likod?
Tsaka, normally, di ba, pag osteoporosis, lagi mo nakikitang sample niyan, yung nakukuba na.
Yan,
So,
yun
ba
din.
yun?
Oo.
So, yung nakukuba, nakikita natin sa commercial ng milk or commercial ng mga calcium supplements, that's already a complication of osteoporosis. Usually, we call it kyphosis or yung pagkakuba or height loss. Ang ibig sabihin nun or may posibilidad na may fracture yung gulugod natin or yung spine.
see.
So we have to be extra aggressive about these cases. Check natin ang bone density because they might be suffering from consequences already.
Yung bad posture ba ay may possibility na mag-develop doon, sabi ni Melvin. Kasi, ibig sabihin, pag bad posture, magkaka-osteoporosis ka o hindi rin. At yung paggamit daw ng posture corrector straps.
And
Ako,
Doc,
bad posture ako.
connected ba yan, Doc, dun sa masakit ang likod? Yung kaninang question po. Oo.
So, yung question na masakit ang likod, I think yung question niya nasa 20 or
Yes,
30 years
yes.
old pa lang siya. So, when you check the risk factor, kasi wala tayong ibang alam sa pasyente as of now, no? But 20 to 30, technically, hindi pa siya at risk for osteoporosis. So, yung pananakit ng likod niya, we have to check other possible causes. There could be some mechanical low back pain, there might be some muscle involvement or ibang rason.
Kasi yung yung kidney,
Pwede.
masakit ang likod.
Iyon din,
UTI.
Doc, connected yung question ni Ana. May tamang posture po ba ng paghiga para hindi sumakit ang likod pagkagising?
Yun nga yung mga paghiga ba na yun. Ako side sleeper ako eh.
Ako, kailangan importante may elevated yung yung aking head.
Oo.
Pero yun din, nakatiyaya. Minsan side.
Oo.
Tama, di ba?
Mas side
Nakalikod,
sleeper ako. Pinipilit kong humiga. Pero
Sa tagilid.
maya-maya magigising.
Tagalid. Sige, Doc. Opo.
So,
Oo.
directly connecting it to osteoporosis, not really.
Not
Kasi
really.
yung bone density nga, is separate naman. Pero yung having a bad posture when you sleep could actually be detrimental, could be parang problematic for your muscles. Baka pagkagising mo nga, namumulikat na yung muscles mo sa likod, and that could give you the pain.
Oo. Meron ba tayong mga test, Doc Nikki, na pwedeng malaman yung anong state ng aking bone, no? Vitamin D test, yung kung kulang ba ako o sobra sa katawan.
Meron yung for formal diagnosis of osteoporosis, we usually ask for ang bone density test. It's also known as a DEXA DEXA test or BMD. We usually formally request it for those who we think has osteoporosis or at very high risk. On top of it, ang additional mga test namin na pwedeng ipa-request would be your calcium, your vitamin D test, yung mga x-rays, they could be as we call them adjunct or katulong ng bone density test to give us a clue kung malutong yung buto. Pero formal diagnosis, ang tawag ay bone density DEXA scan.
So, hindi ka pwedeng pumunta lang sa mga laboratories and diagnostic centers. Magpakonsulta muna kung kailangan nun.
Yes.
Oo.
Yes. At saka, unfortunately, ang bone DEXA or bone density or DEXA test, they usually are hospital-based machines, no? So, yun lang yung medyo downside dahil sa Pilipinas, hindi siya kaliwat kanan. So, we have usually nasa tertiary hospital yung mga ganitong.
Magkano yun, Doc?
Depende sa institution,
Mag-range.
but usually would range from 4,000 to 6,000. Depende also if they probably should honor senior citizen
Tama,
discount.
para makamenos. May question dyan, Ate Maan.
Ito si Mai, sabi niya, I had a total hysterectomy. My doctor recommended calcium. Lifetime na po ba ito at masama ba sa kidney?
Okay. So, very good question also. So, papasok siya sa risk factor or earlier risk. So, for those patients who are na alisan ng ovaryo, matres, or yung mga tabiso na mga ganun, surgical menopause, earlier onset ang menopause, they are at a higher risk. So, usually yung mga doctor nila na mga obstetrician, gynecologist, they already give calcium supplements. And hopefully, they will be advised for earlier screening ng bone density.
Oo, and kahit yung mga cancer patients,
Yes.
Breast cancer patients
Yes.
na they're taking certain drugs na,
Yes.
di ba, binablock yung estrogen.
Yes.
Eh, sabi mo, estrogen yung makatulong sa bone. So, kung binablock yung estrogen, anong dapat gawin?
Earlier screening also. So, there are certain medications, very, very good po yun, Maan, no? So, medications like aromatase inhibitors, mga anastrozole, mga ganun yung mga pangalan ng gamot, they usually put you at high risk. Pero syempre, with medication kasi, it's always a balance of things. You cannot naman say na, wag kang mag-take nan dahil yung cancer naman natin yung inaalagaan natin. So that's why, kailangan na sasaluhin yung mga risk factors na to, proper screening, proper intervention
O
already.
pwedeng bigyan ka nung may calcium and vitamin D,
And
supplements
extra gamot.
sabay.
Yes, and
Oo,
extra
habang-
gamot kung malutong na talaga yung buto.
Alam mo, Maan, sabi ko na blockbuster itong topic na to. Marami tayong mga
Daming
questions from the audience. Pero unfortunately, Doc Nikki, that's all the time we have. Thank you, Doc Nikki, sa iyong oras at panahon. Pero before we let you go, final words. Final message po ninyo para sa
Pwede
ating
naman
mga
bumalik.
audience. Pwede naman bumalik at para mapag-usapan
Next week
pa
ulit.
ito. Doc Nikki, sige po, huling mensahe.
So, we have to remember to take care of our bones. Yung mga binensyon natin kanina ng mga risk factors, sana ay kung meron kayong mga ganong mga risk factors already, try to consult your doctors, rheumatologists. In Makati Med, we do have a lot of rheumatologists who are available din.
Alright. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, Doc Nikki Estrella, rheumatologist mula po sa Makati Medical Center. At napag-usapan nga po natin today ang talagang blockbuster topic na osteoporosis. Doc Nikki, thank you so much.